Good morning, dear students. Today, we are going to discuss about the providing participative, interactive, active-based, interpersonal humanistic learning in classroom management. Let us introduce these learning in today's class. What is providing the participative learning? Providing this kind of learning in classroom management involves and create a student-centered environment. It promotes active engagement of the students. By incorporating them, we can only create an engaging and inclusive environment which foster meaningful learning for the students. Let's discuss them briefly. The participative comes from the participation, which refers to the action of taking part in activities and projects in the classroom learning. These are some techniques which are actively involve the students for participative learning. First, cooperation learning. Cooperative learning, it encourages the group work in which they discuss their ideas and solve their problems by their own. Classroom discussion. It promotes the critical thinking when they discuss and debates, also helpful to enhance the communication skills of the student. Third is questioning techniques. It is very important for the student to ask questions. When they ask questions, they get the confidence and fear of them will be get reduced when they ask questions in the classroom. The teacher should make a friendly environment in which they can freely ask the question to clear their doubts. So always encourage students for asking the questions and engage in peer-to-peer questionings. Fourth is establishing a positive learning environment. When we create a friendly and inclusive atmosphere in the classroom, then only a student feel comfortable and share their ideas. They can freely express themselves. Through this, we can foster a sense of communication, community and teamwork within the classroom. In cooperative active learning strategies, by engaging students in projects and experiments to enhance participative learning and promote students' critical thinking and diversity in learning, they can share their knowledge, they can share their ideas, and from this way, the learning will become more active. Second part is interactive learning. It is a pedagogical approach that incorporate social networking, also creates an environment where the students can actively engages themselves. First is technology integration. To create interactive lessons, students' attention and facility hand-on exposure of teachers can use digital tools or educational apps. The maximum use of digital tools or educational help apps helps them to integrate with the technology. Second is gamification. Gamification is a teaching learning aids that can be used easier and enjoyable by incorporating some educational games, puzzles or quizzes with them. It will also helpful for their interactive learning atmosphere. Real world connection. When we relate something with real life situation or with our personal experiences or any current event, it makes learning more relevant and also helpful to engaging the students. Fourth is encourage student collaboration. For this, a teacher should assign some group project to encourage students to share their ideas and learn from each other. It facilitates peer-to-peer learning and also helpful for the slow learners. They will also come forward and engage themselves. Fourth, promote student choice and autonomy. When we provide some options like projects, assignments, group presentation in the class to the students, they feel very free by promoting their interest. By promoting their interest, self reflection, and self assessment to help their learning easily. Third one is active based learning. Now, the active based learning is hand on activities which involve in your teaching learning process to make students more active. First is experiential learning. It engages students to do some experiments like field trips, role play, so that the teacher can provide first hand experience and practical knowledge to the students. Second one is project based learning. This is another way by assigning some projects required takes to the students so that the task is given to the students so that they can do their work easily, explore their knowledges, foster creativity and teamwork. It is very useful for the research point of view. Third is manipulate and virtual aids. By using ICT in education, a teacher can create their learning more accessible and meaningful. A teacher can only use virtual aids like models or the links to make their classes more active. Facilitate meaningful discussions. This will encourage students to share their thoughts freely. Also promote their skills to asking questions or engage them in debates. Totally depend upon the teacher how they provide and create a supportive environment where the students feel valued. Using technology and multimedia. It is another way which is very important to make interactive learning and help to enhance classroom activity. By example, using educational apps, presentations in your classroom PPTs for more engaging and interaction of the students. Fourth one is interpersonal humanistic learning. This learning is basically focused on positive relationship and helpful for creating supportive classroom environment. First, positive teacher-student relationship. This will build trust and show empathy, which is very helpful in establishing an open communication with the student so that they feel safe and comfortable and always try to discuss their problems with the teachers. Peer collaboration helps our students to work together. Encourage teamwork in small groups or in pair groups. Teaching by using cooperative learning will help the slow learners also. Student-centered approach. This approach is totally focused on the students' needs and interests. They allow students to take ownership of their learning journeys. Using varied instructional strategies. A teacher can mix teaching methods using lectures, group works, project works, adapting of different teaching styles is provided opportunity for reflection of discussions after the activities for more understanding and promote the critical learning, critical thinking of the student. Last one is providing feedback and reflections. To encourage self-reflection and self-assessment to the student, this tool can be very helpful to make constructive approach and progress of their strength and the areas of improvements. So, we can say the characteristics of humanistic approach, they can find the teacher as a role model. The teacher should always motivate their learners because the learners, they feel the teacher as their role models. Students should be observant. When the student should be observant, they should be know what to observe to become a good learner. and students should be responsible for their tasks given by the teachers. Students should be explored by participating or in activative learning process. Develop natural designs for learning. By this, we can conclude that in cooperative, participative, interactive, active-based and interpersonal humanistic learning experience into our classroom management, we can create an environment that maximizes student engagements, promote deeper understanding and foster a love for learning. Remember, it is through activity, participation, collaboration, and meaningful interaction that students truly thrive. Let's embark on the journey together and empower our students to become lifelong learners. Thank you so much.